After making a video for you guys how you can become a dentist in Dubai and settle there, you guys have been asking me plenty and plenty of questions and you have so many of queries. So here I am for you guys and I will be solving all your queries and questions in this video. So watch the video till end. Hello, assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Dr. Nida Sheikh from Dental Magic. If you're new here, then welcome. If you've already been a Dental Magic family, then welcome back. Today's video is going to be very interesting as I have invited a very special guest for you guys to solve all your problems and queries regarding to settle in Dubai and practice there as a dentist. I am so glad to introduce to our special guest today. She is an expert herself and she also runs a very successful YouTube channel which is known as LDFS, and the main mission of her channel is to help you guys, guide you guys and become successful in Dubai. Today she will be helping and guiding you guys through my channel and I am highly obliged to have her on my channel and I'm so happy. So let me welcome DR.LAXMI. Thank you, DR.LAXMI, for joining us today here, and I am really so happy and honored to have you here on my channel. So our audience is actually very excited to know about all the queries they have been asking me since I have uploaded the video regarding jobs.
First of all, Doctor, thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be on the show. I have been following your YouTube videos. It's great. You're doing a great help to the community.
The very first and the foremost question that the people are asking is that they wanted to join as a dental therapist or DCP, dental care profession in Dubai, but they are fresh graduate. So can they join as a dental therapist and assistant without any experience, or they don't need any experience?
So in Dubai, there's DCP and all. We usually say dental assistant or dental hygienist. That is the term which is used. Now, your question is that after completing the dentist degree, if they don't have any work experience and they are migrating to Dubai, can they start working as a dental assistant or dental hygienist? Yes, they can, but they need a licensing for that. In Dubai, for everything you need licensing. If you are a dental assistant or dental hygienist or dental trainer, there is something known as dental trainer as well, dentist trainer in fact. So even if you want to join as a trainer, you need to have a licensing exam and all those data flow, everything to be completed.
First thing is they are asking, do they need experience? Like if someone has just graduated and doesn't have experience, do they can give the licensing exam?
Yeah, they can give. They can work as dental assistant. They don't need an experience as such. I think so. As far as I know, they don't need an experience. But the thing with UAE, and especially with Dubai and everywhere, it's like the rules keep on changing. They keep on changing the rules every 1 or 2 years. So you need to check on the website. But as far as till now, there's no experience asked. You can start working as a dental assistant. No issues. Just the exam and all those things, details you have to fill up.
Like I've seen one of your video where you have told that if someone want to go as a dental therapist and then they want to switch to as a general dentist, like someone has come overseas dentist and they are working as a dental therapist and now they are switching.
So that is not possible. So the thing is, many people are switching to the dental assistant job or a hygienist job. The reason is there is little saturation over there in UAE as such. Right now, there is saturation. So if you are a general dentist with no other specialty or anything, you will get a lot of competition there. And because of that, the number of jobs are also pretty less. So for people, they want to start earning, and so they opt the dental hygienist or a dental assistant job. But the problem is we can't switch from a dental assistant or a hygienist to a dentist. So that is a major issue because if you work as a dental assistant over there, Dubai will consider you as a dental assistant. You don't have experience as a dentist. So that experience will be counted as a dental assistant experience, not as a dentist experience. So to work as a dentist, you need a certain amount of dentist experience, working as a dentist experience, I mean. So that is the reason you can't shift in between to dental assistant to dental, dentist, or from hygienist to dentist.
A fresh graduate need to have an experience in order to be eligible for the licensing exam
Yes,
as a
yes.
general.
Yes, yes. Without, okay, so without that that experience, if you want to join, there is something known as dental trainer. So where they will train you, but that is specific to the, the DHA. They will tell you where to train, where to get the, job, or I don't know, maybe it's a paid internship kind of thing. You may have to figure out. So depending upon how much experience you have, let's suppose you have just graduate, you have just completed your internship and everything, and you are wanting to migrate, then they will treat you as a dental trainer. In dental trainer, they will tell you that these are the certain areas or certain jobs which you can get. You have to get trained under them, and then they will give the kind of reference that, okay, you have been trained under us, you know these things, and then now you can work as a dentist. So that is there. That may be 3 years, that may be more than 3 years. It depends. It totally depends upon the kind of work you have done till now, from where have you graduated, and everything. So that is something which is an open option. But otherwise, if you work as a dental assistant or take a license of dental assistant rather, it's difficult.
Has asked me that if someone has completed the graduation time, just the graduation time, not completed the internship, and that person wants to do internship from Dubai, so is there any program for that?
No. For internship, they don't give any program. Only after completing the internship, they consider you as a graduate. And after that, you can work as a dental trainer over here. So there's one more thing I want to add on is that if you work as a dental assistant over here, let's suppose, okay, we have just finished our internship. We started working as a dental assistant. We got the licensing of a dental assistant, and then later on, after 3 or 4 years, want to switch to a dentist job. Then you have to go through the entire process again, the licensing, the data flow, and everything. And in the meantime, you have to show also that the work experience you have of 3 years or 4 years, how much ever it is required, that of working maybe in India or somewhere else as a dentist. So that you proof you have to give, and then only you can convert. The work you have done in UAE, that won't be considered.
That person has completed the graduation time and everything and didn't get the license yet, but that person was practicing in any other state without the license, and it she completed 1 year, and after that, before completing that 1 year, 2 to 3 days back, she got the license. So
Okay.
is that the time period of her working is considered to be the experience or not?
This is little tricky. The thing is, a lot of my followers have also actually, they have showed that they have completed the 3 years of experience which is required, but still the DHA has not approved it. The reason is, one of the reason is this, because during the COVID time there was a lot of delay in the licensing process. They were not able to register, and when they registered, it was 6 months or 8 months delayed. They got the licensing after 8 months. So this thing is not very clear in their rule book or anything, but a lot of people have faced this issue, and because of it, I would say that it's better to have more than whatever the experience say. It's better to have more, because usually, ideally it should be like whatever work experience we had, but still they will consider from the licensing date, the first licensing date, to the end. So it's better to have more than that and then go. Sometimes they can reject.
Heard that the exam has to get renewed after every 5 years. So after every 5 years, do we need to give the licensing exam again?
So the thing is, the eligibility letter, you will get an eligibility letter only after the licensing exam. So once the licensing exam is completed, you will get the eligibility letter that is for only 1 year, not more than that. Okay. So let's suppose you got in January 2020. Just an example. Okay. The eligibility letter you got in January 2020, then it is eligible till January 2021. That is only the eligibility letter valid. Okay. What you have to do is before 3 months of that eligibility letter, that is January 2021 is your end date. That means in maybe October 2020, you have to apply and tell them that I haven't received any job yet. I wanted to extend my eligibility letter. So that way they'll extend it for 1 more year. But after a certain period, they won't extend it further. They will ask you proof of your working. If you are not working, if you're at home, then they won't allow you to renew it. They'll ask you some CDE points if are there, and they'll also may ask you to work under like a dental trainer. You have to work under somebody to get the training done. Okay. And after 5 years, your question, like after the exam validity of 5 years, after 5 years you may have to give the exam again. You have to go through the entire process again. Maybe the data flow process they will agree, but the data flow also you have to add the new experience of that 5 years. What experience do you have? If you have a break of 5 years, they don't consider you as a fit candidate. They may reject your license also. So you have to show that during that 5 years you have worked somewhere, maybe in your home country or anywhere else. But if you are having a gap, then that is an issue. They have certain rules for that. If it's a 1 year gap, 2 year gap, 5 year gap, and for UAE resident and other outside, they have different rules. So accordingly, the rules will vary.
Have to be very particular about what they are doing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, very particular, because the thing is they minutely check everything, even the data flow, which you whatever certificates you are giving, the work experience or anything else, they will contact the authority, they will get the data clarified, and then only they'll approve. So it's a very strict and nice process. It's good, but yeah, it's a very strict process. So if you have to be particular, like, okay, you need to have a plan B if you are not getting job, what to do. So that is something which I would recommend all your followers to have a plan B, that if it's not working out for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, what plan B do you have? Because if the license is cancelled over there, going through the entire process, it is tiring, plus it is costing money. It's not easy. Everything costs money. In fact, the eligibility letter costs money, the renewal costs money, everything costs money. So that's there. But one more thing is there, that the DHA rules and regulations, they keep on changing. So I would recommend all of you to go through their website, and the toll-free number which the DHA has is awesome. You can call them and ask them all the details. They will be more than happy to help you. So I would recommend to go through that and then do it.
So many of the people were asking that if as a BDS they can join the university or college as a staff. Is there any possibility for the BDS student to join?
Okay, so the thing is, there we don't have many dental colleges. The number of dental colleges is less compared to what we have in India or other countries, right? So you may get a job, but the problem is the ratio is very less. The chances of getting a job as a staff is very less. You may need to have a UAE experience to get that job. You may. I don't know the exact rules and regulations for a staff person, but you may need some UAE experience, because there, if you want to work in a government hospital or government, this UAE experience is something which is important. So without UAE experience, with just the license and the BDS degree, I doubt whether you can directly get into the staff. But yes, you can try. I don't know much about the staff rules and regulations.
Thing is, like most of the people say that do they need CD courses to be in DCP as a dental care profession in Dubai? So is it always needed to do the CD course, or is there any criteria for the people that they need the CDE courses or they need the training?
So every year for a renewal of the licensing, okay, you will require some basic amount of CDE points, which they will specify that these many points are required. So you may have to show it in the certificates and all the lectures. There are free lectures which happens in Dubai and UAE. You can attend those lectures and everything, and you will get those CDE points, which will be helpful for you during the time of renewal. So they have certain points which are compulsory. Sometimes they are strict, but according to my knowledge, it's better to have those CD points. So rather than getting a penalty or something like that during the renewal time, because the rules keep on changing, if they give you some penalty, then it's a problem. So rather than that, it's better to have the CD points with you and during the time of renewal of your license.
Have any list of CD program that they want that these courses need to be done
No, they don't have
beforehand?
any list. They don't have any list. There are other centers who conduct these, the programs and all those things, which you can attend. Some are paid, some are not paid. So depending upon your interest, you can do it. They don't have, for the general dentist, at least they don't have. For maybe the specializations, maybe they'll be having some specific topics and the specific CD points. But otherwise, for the general dentist, you can attend whichever lectures are available, whichever topics are available, or you are interested.
To the very important aspect, that is the job aspect. So people ask me about the where to get the job, how to get the job, and what are the sites. Can you provide the job? So what do you have to say about that?
I can completely understand that, because I also am receiving about that key. Well, I have cleared the exam. What to do next? There's no clarity. How should we proceed? So I would say that the detailed video I have created in my YouTube channel. If somebody wants to see that, I have told you ways of how offline and online you can search, but I'll give a gist over here. Okay, so there are various websites which are there, which will help you understand which are jobs are available. Like there's Indeed, there's LinkedIn, there's something known as Naukri Gulf, there's something known as Dobizzle. These are the four things which I think everybody should follow. And whichever the job vacancies are being uploaded, you can just go and apply to that. Now, I know this is not enough because there are a lot of people. If for one job, there will be uh, around 500, 600 people appearing or, applying for that. So the chances of getting is very less. So we have to make a resume such, appealable and such attractive so that they can choose you over others. So that is something which I would say, that work on your resume, do some courses which will make you stand apart from the other crowd. That ways you will at least land up in the interview, then you can impress the people from the interview process. So that is something which is very important. So you're having your resume, because we don't have that habit of having a resume over in India, right? Until and unless we are applying to a hospital or some big firms, we don't have our resume ready. But you should have your resume ready. It should not be too lengthy. There are certain criteria for the resume. You can actually hire somebody to get it done, or you can ask your non-medical friends and all. They are good at it, they know how to make a resume. So just create a very attractive resume, do that basic work. Other than that, follow these online platforms which are there. Go on, apply to them. Other than that, you have to actually work on the offline medium as well. You need to have a good networking. So basically in Dubai, how it works is, let's suppose there's a clinic and some opportunity opens. They will first find within the community itself, with the the doctors who are working there. They will ask their friends, and if that they didn't met the criteria and all those things, then it will be posted outside. So usually it is inside, within the community, within the friend circle itself. So if you have a good networking system over there, you have good amount of friends over there, it helps you, because they'll tell you, okay, here the opportunity has come, here the vacancy has started, you can apply there. This is a new clinic which is starting up. You'll get a lot of, in fact, there are a lot of clinics which open new branches in other parts of Dubai or other cities. So that ways you will get to know about those things before time, before everybody else know. So you'll have an upper hand. So I would say networking is something which is very important in Dubai, at least, because it's a very small city. It's not very big. It's a small city. Everybody knows each other. So if you have a great networking skill and you have a good amount of friends over there, it's easier to land in a job. So that is something which I would really recommend and would ask people to work on it. It's not easy, but you have to work on it. So there are different ways of doing it. You can search about it. We have explained it there, so you can go through that video. You will understand that how we can do that, how we can approach other dentists, how we can land up in a job. So that is something about job market. And as you mentioned, it is one of the most important topic for everybody. So, and it will take time. So I would ask everybody that it will take time. Have patience. It's okay. It might take 6 months also sometimes. So you may have to work on your visa and all those restrictions. You need to understand how you can extend your visa and have a backup plan that if you don't land up in 1 or 2 months, what you will do. So that is something. Have patience. You will get a good job. Getting a good job is little tricky.
So that was interesting to know. There's something new for me too. Like being an extrovert, I love meeting people, but going to a new place and just suddenly talking to someone is like what they'll think and they'll just walk over you. So
Yeah, yeah. So
it
it's
is.
so true. It's so true. I can understand. I've gone through that journey also. So I know that it's very difficult to approach somebody. It's very difficult to, let apart asking them for the job. Going and meeting them personally, it's difficult. So I won't say that pester them, but yes, have a connect. It's difficult. It will be first 10 times it will be difficult. After that, you'll be, the pro at it. So I would ask everybody to visit clinics, visit other dentists, meet them. In fact, there will be many seniors or juniors of you working there. So meet them. We have to, ourselves go and introduce and then be a little more extrovert and then talk to them. Meet over a coffee or something like that.
The other thing is that you have been talking about increasing your revenue by McDonald process. So, can you tell a bit about that? Because everybody loves to know about the new revenue sources and increasing that.
So it is mainly applicable for the person who are having a clinic. Okay, so that is something there. So that video was specifically targeted to a clinic owners, basically. So McDonaldization is sounds very fascinating, but it has been it has been applied by a lot of medical teams and all. In fact, companies. Like I'll give you example of Arvind Eye Care. Arvind Eye Care is a kind of big firm which conducts a lot of surgeries for the eye, and they to give you a number, usually a doctor or in fact eye surgeon does approximately 400 surgeries a year. So that is approx 1 or 2 surgeries per day. But dental, sorry, not dental, eye surgeon in Arvind Eye Care, they do around 2,000 surgeries a year. So that is more, 5 times more than a normal eye surgeon who works in any other hospital. So they do it by this method. So this method is simple, nothing. It is just like if you have a very complex treatment, break it into smaller processes and make each person, individual person, in charge of that small process. For example, in McDonald's, what they do, there's not one guy who's taking the order, who's preparing the burger, who's heating the bun, and not applying the cheese and everything. There's another person who does all those things. One person will be in charge of the bun, one person will be in charge of the cheese, etc. Right? Similarly, in the Arvind Eye Care, what they have done is the eye surgeon will be in charge of only doing the main surgery part. Rest all will be managed by the other people. Maybe the nurses or the assistant doctors or junior doctors, they will be managing this part. The senior doctors will be conducting only the surgery. So imagine there's a room, operation theater. Usually in a hospital, how it happens, in an operation theater, everything is set for only that patient, right? And the doctor walks in and does the surgery and goes. In Arvind Eye Care, it's the other way around. The doctor will be stationary in a room. The patient will be coming in a stretcher or something, and he will be arranged in front of the doctor will perform the surgery, doctor will turn back, there will be another patient waiting at the back, he'll perform that surgery, and that patient will go for the post care and everything. So the time within 1 hour they are able to do around 3 or 4 surgeries. So that is how they are able to do it 5x from what the average surgeon does. Similarly, this thing we can apply in our clinic. How we can apply is, let's suppose root canal is your revenue generating treatment. Okay, there may be other treatments as well, but if it's root canal, we'll take that example where you will be in charge of doing maybe only the rotary as such, and rest all the processes will be taken care of by your juniors. So you can decide a day where you will be spending around 10 to 15 minutes to do only the rotary, and the rest, the access and everything, will be prepared by the other doctor pretty early, maybe 1 or 2 days early, or maybe 1 hour early, and you'll be doing only the BMP. So that ways you will be able to do more number of cases. And when you are able to do more number of cases, the revenue will generate more. So you have to fix on what kind of treatment is your, revenue generating treatment, and then you can apply this to that. So I have explained in the video much better. I'm just giving you a gist about that here.
So I will provide the link in the description box. Just go
Yes.
and watch it and just see what she has explained and how you can do the best of your work. I have heard that there are some changes in the licensing exam. So what do you have to say about that?
Yes. So the thing is, after a very long time, they have, from this year, January, they have changed a lot of things. First thing is the number of questions they have made it to 150. Earlier, it was 100 when I gave. Okay. So it is now 150. And second major change is it's a totally, mainly a scenario based questions. So the question will be a paragraph kind of thing. Okay, where they will explain you about the patient walking in, doing this, doing that. He has this problem, this problem. Now, what is the diagnosis, or maybe something like that. Okay, so basically, they'll explain the whole situation and then give you the options. Earlier, there were many questions which were repeated from the earlier question papers and all. Now, the repeated questions have decreased. They have started the scenario based question. The problem with the scenario based question is it's a long form of question, right? So people take a little longer time to read it, understand, and then react to it. But so in because of this process, they are not able to complete the paper on time. A lot of people had this issue who has gone through the new exams and all. They have told that they are not able to complete it because, first of all, the number has increased. Secondly, it's a paragraph kind of question. So that is a major problem they are facing. And so the major change is only this thing. The first thing is that 150 questions. Second thing is that the scenario based questions has increased. So that is the major change which has happened. We are going to, like, I have a podcast series where we will be soon having a podcast with a senior doctor. She actually has a coaching center of her own, and she and her partner is there. We are going to have a podcast with them. So maybe by 1 or 2 weeks, we will be releasing that. So where we will be explaining about each and everything about the DHA exam. And with the new system in place, it's difficult. People were facing a lot of issues. In fact, a lot of followers came to me and said that they are not able to pass they have failed it once or twice. Then I have asked them to, about the center, and then that helped them a lot to pass. So that will be, I think, launched soon.
Any of my subscribers who are, want to know if there are any online stuff that they courses or books that they can join in order to clear this DHA exam. So, do you have any recommendations?
So the thing is, doctor, definitely we also provide whatever I have studied. During that time, I've collected a lot of things from a lot of different sources. So I've made a bundle out of it, and they can just message me on WhatsApp. My team will.
So this brings us to the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed the video and you have got a valuable information from this video. Then don't forget to share with your friends and family. And if you like the video, then don't hesitate to hit the like button. Subscribe my channel and be the Dento Magic family. Stay tuned till the next video. Till then, stay safe, be happy.